Hi, my name is Anže Gorjanc, and in this presentation, I will try my best to shed some light on the topic of sustainable responsible investing. In general, socially responsible investors encourage corporate practices that promote environmental stewardship, consumer protection, human rights, and diversity. Some avoid businesses involved in alcohol, tobacco, fast food, gambling, weapons, fossil fuel production, and/or the military. The areas of concern recognized by the SRI practitioners are sometimes summarized under the heading of ESG issues, which stands for Environment, Social Justice, and Corporate Governance. Once considered a niche area of investment practice, socially responsible investment now embraces a wide investment audience that includes individuals, high net worth and otherwise, and institutions such as pension plans, credit unions, community development banks, venture capitalists, and religious institutions. When we talk about types of investors, we also want to know what strategies do sustainable and responsible investors use. Traditionally, responsible investors have focused on one or both of two strategies. The first is ESG incorporation, which is the consideration of environmental, community, other societal, and corporate governance criteria in investment analysis and portfolio construction across a range of asset classes. These examples of ESG incorporation strategies can be summarized as follows. Best in class, which is investment in sector, companies, or project selected for positive ESG performance relative to industry peers. This also includes avoiding companies that do not meet certain ESG performance thresholds. The next one is exclusionary screening, which is the exclusion from a fund or plan of certain sectors or companies involved in activities deemed unacceptable or controversial. ESG integration is the systematic and explicit inclusion by investment managers of ESG factors into traditional financial analysis. Impact investing is targeted investments typically made in private markets aimed at solving social or environmental problems. Sustainability themed investing is the selection of assets specifically related to sustainability in single or multi-themed funds. And last but not least, an important segment, community investing, seeks explicitly to finance projects or institutions that will serve poor and under-reserved communities. Shareholder engagement is the other principal approach to SRI. It involves the actions sustainable investors take as asset owners to communicate to the management of portfolio companies their concerns about the company's ESG policies, and to ask management to study these issues and make improvements. Investors can communicate directly with corporate management or through investor networks. For owners of shares in publicly related companies, shareholder engagement can take form of filing or co-filing shareholders' resolutions on ESG issues and voting their shares on ESG issues that are raised at the company's annual meetings, where shareholders ask whether corporate governance policies and practices are likely to lead to decisions made in best long-term interest of both companies and their shareholders. For shareholders, it facilitates a better understanding of the company. For companies, it offers a more complete picture of the different views of their shareholders. This understanding may lead to improved management credibility, which could reflect in increased shareholder goodwill and trust, through improved transparency, which can have a positive impact when a company is facing a proxy fight or crisis arising from misunderstanding or lack of communication regarding corporate governance and other issues concerning shareholders. Shareholders can also serve as a source of advice since they may have a unique perspective on a company's performance. Judging from the graphs on the slide, the future for SRI is bright. The market for impact investing has grew at unprecedented rates in both developed markets and emerging ones. From the total, the US represents around 12% and Europe an additional 15%. The total US domiciled assets under management using SRI strategies grew to almost $9 trillion at the start of 2016, an increase of 33% since 2014. The significant growth in these ESG assets reflects several factors. These include, these include growing market penetration of SRI products, the development of new products that incorporate ESG criteria, and the incorporation of ESG criteria by numerous large asset managers across wider portions of their holdings. And as we can see from the graph on the right, the SRI funds or investments outperform the traditional funds in the long run. For my conclusion, I would just like to add that socially responsible investing opportunities suggest that investors need not compromise their values to make money. If you approach socially responsible investments like any other investment, you may be able to put your money into something that both supports your values and lines your pocketbook.